YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Medusa. And if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead. Hit the doggone subscribe button. Hit the doggone notification bell every time I post up new content. Listen, people, today's topic, good versus evil. And if you actually really pay attention, I actually got evil spelled backwards, which is live. And then I have opinion versus fact. What wins and why? Now, the only reason why I actually really come up with this particular show is because I'm not watching it, but I'm kind of like glancing at it. Is a lecture that KRS-One done damn near 10 years ago. And he's actually really talking about the philosophy of hip hop. And like for me, I'm the type of person that, okay, when you call yourself trying to put a tag on something, whether you try to put a tag on something or you try to put a tag on somebody, you asking for motherfucking trouble. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because that what you putting a tag on, right, is for the most part somebody or a group of people before your ass came along was doing the exact same thing that you're trying to do or doing right now. And they ain't call it what the hell did you call it? Right? It could be just for the simple fact that you just expressing yourself. And then true expression, which, like for true anything for that matter, right? You can't put no tag on it. All what the fuck you can do is say is, there it is right there. And even with me, I call myself the Medusa, right? But even in that, what I speak, although a lot of people may agree with what I say, they may disagree with what I say. But then I can turn around and say, well, those of y'all that disagree for what I'm talking about, whether it's with this show or with previous show, right? I can sit up here and I can look at y'all and say, well, hey, either you sleep or you sleepwalking, or it could be just for the simple fact that your motherfucking ass is just drowsy. Right? Where that you really trying to figure out, or you trying to decipher of what it is to actually really be woke, so-called woke, and so-called sleep. Right? But for the most part, I could actually really say that that's for another topic or whatever, but I'm not. That's why I actually really put my brakes on that one. But the main reason why, and which for the most part, it's always a reason why, people. It's always a reason why old politicians do a show. Just like it's always a reason why for anybody else that's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case may be, right? It's always a reason why people get on the particular platform where they feel the most comfortable. And they actually like really give out what they well, put it like this. Y'all give opinions. I don't give opinions. I give you straight fact. And I can always back it up. Because all I want to tell you is do all what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. Look, you really want to know what the fuck is going on, carry your ass outside and just watch it. But then again, a lot of y'all don't even know what the fuck to watch for. So me being the type of person that I am, and which I've said this, if you actually really go back and look at all of the shows that I've either did here or on Facebook, go back and watch any of my shows, right? And what the hell I'm actually about to tell y'all now, I've said it time and time again, right? And then for the most part, I even actually really try to, we'll put it like this. You can't break Barney down no more than what the fuck he already is. It's already simple, right? It's already in its simplest form. And then if you still can't catch it, then I just look at it like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe it ain't meant for you to catch at this particular time. Because, like what I said, it's already been broken down for you to the simplest terms. Matter of fact, everything, and again, this is straight fact. This is straight fact, people. The actual design was designed at the lowest level possible. Not to say that, and now when I say the lowest level possible, I'm just talking about, okay, well, look, the basic is, you know, it is, you can teach it at its basic form, regardless of numbers, right? Which for the most part, you look at it and be like, okay, well, we got to add numbers into it. But then when you actually really look at numbers, even the numbers itself is simple, right? But, you know, it's just like, well, you know, I'm sitting up here and I'm watching what doggone KRS-One is saying or trying to say. And I'm looking at him, and for the most part, it's all what the fuck I can do to keep from laughing. Because here's the deal. He's talking about philosophy. And then when you actually really look at, okay, if you look at philosophy by definition, for the most part, there's nothing more than a matter of opinion versus what actual fact is, right? Because and you know, here's a prime example. Here's a prime example. True or false? Does the sun go down? A lot of you motherfuckers will say, yeah. And you will actually really believe it to be as actual fact. But guess what, people? The sun don't go down. And that's actual fact. Just like say, true or false? It's 24 hours in a day. A lot of you motherfuckers will say, yeah, that's actual fact. Right? And lucky for y'all, it ain't nighttime outside right now. It is roughly, I'm looking at my clock right now, it's 4:56 right now. Right? But if I was to ask you, would have did this show like 3 hours later and asked that same question, and then if you motherfuckers would have said true, I would have slapped the shit out of all of y'all. Right? Because there's no such thing as 24 hours in a day. And I'm just here to tell you, Alaska don't count. Because it's just like what I said. If the sun goes down at 23, if the sun goes down at 23, 59, 59, guess what? That's still not 24 hours. Right? And then you be like, oh, well, round up. Okay, so when it comes time for your ass to die, are you actually really want to get rounded up? Or do you want all of your goddamn time? So the whole thing about what is so-called good and what is so-called evil, live, right? Opinion versus fact. Just like I said, every time that I come on social media, right? I already know somebody gonna give me one. I already know it. And then here's something, and speaking of social media, speaking of so-called social media, here's another fact versus opinion. Social media has been around since the beginning of time, people. Social media just didn't show up some 30 some odd years ago. That's what a lot of y'all fail to understand. Social media has been around forever and a day. It's just that now, with the technology, that social media is actually like really faster than ever before. Because now, we as the so-called common folk, with your cell phone, with the camera, whatever, then we can go out and we can record shit and not do shit about it. A lot of you motherfuckers will record shit when you should be helping. Right? So this whole thing about social media only happening since the internet, I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because think about it for a minute. When you watch, when you put it like this, if you anybody that's the same age as me and older, right? You had your 3 channels back in the day, but guess what? Them motherfuckers, but every time, every day at 5 o'clock, and now for the world news. Now, if that ain't goddamn social media, I don't know what the fuck is. And then even then, 30 minutes later, and what the fuck is it? And now for the local news. Again, if that ain't social media, I don't know what the fuck is. Social media has been around forever today. That is straight fact. Social media is not 30 years old, people. Get that through that motherfucking head of y'all. Because opinion will tell you it's only been around roughly 30 years. When in all actuality, social media has been around forever. What the fuck you think you was doing when you were writing a letter? Or what the fuck you think you was doing when you made a long distance phone call? Right? Or what the fuck you think you was doing when your favorite artist came on the radio, sung their brand new song, whether it was local, where you heard it on a local radio station, or whether you heard it maybe 2 counties away or 2 cities away. That is still social media. So let's not get this shit twisted, people. Social media been around forever. Matter of fact, social media been around since motherfucking Adam and Eve. But again, that's something that y'all ain't ready for. Which again, that is straight fact. A lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't ready what the fuck did I tell y'all. Now, again, right? It's still light out. But you can best believe if I was to take off all my clothes right now, get butt ass naked, and tell y'all that I'm gonna go streaking, oh yeah, I get all kind of motherfucking views. Or if I tell y'all, look, I'm gonna take a shit in the backyard, right? Then go climb the fence and kick the shit out of the neighbor's dog. Oh yeah, I get that all goddamn day long. I get all types of views. But the first time that the motherfucker asked me to try to tell y'all something that's worthwhile, y'all ain't trying to hear it. Well, at least that y'all ain't trying to hear from me. Maybe it's because I call y'all ignorant motherfucker too goddamn much. But at the same time, when I just looked at it like this, when somebody actually really gotta tell y'all what the fuck is going on. All you so-called woke motherfuckers. When you know anybody gotta sit up here and tell y'all what the fuck is going on. Then yeah, you an ignorant ass bastard. I'm just gonna put it out there. So like I said, good versus evil, live, opinion versus fact. Who wins and why? And if you actually really been paying attention, you already know who the fuck is winning right now. But going back to motherfucking KRS-One here. He want to call himself the teacher of hip hop. I ain't got no problem with that. Do you? But don't sit up here and be like, okay, well, I'm the first to do a curriculum of hip hop. And that hip hop is a philosophy, right? When there's nothing more than true expression or, true expression. It ain't necessarily got to be hip hop, right? It's just something that for the most part and it's just like when I tend to look at hip hop, so-called hip hop, the same way that I actually look at racism or so-called racism, right? If y'all actually really knew what the ISM or the IST actually really meant, then a lot of this shit that actually really flies out of y'all's mouth wouldn't fly out of your mouth. For those of y'all that actually really, and I know I said this, right, on plenty times here on YouTube and on my Facebook page. Matter of fact, I shared a post with one of my friends, Ludacris. He come out there with a suit on, and he got the Confederate flag on, right? Now, for the most part, I actually really forget where Ludacris is from. I think I'm actually really thinking that originally he's from Georgia, right? But my whole thing about the Confederate flag, so-called Confederate flag, versus the actual flag is this. And I know I said this, you know, and you know, but then again, as a teacher, excuse me, which I actually really consider myself to be, right? As a teacher, right? Just know this. What I said about social media, I can say this exact same thing about the so-called Confederate flag, right? Because if you actually really stop and think about, let's look at the word Confederacy and what it actually really means, right? Now, for the most part, this is like, now if put like this, if anybody that actually really watches this show, if you really want to actually really want to try to attack me right now, then here's your opportunity. Because as of right now, I don't have like no, for the most part, no, the fuck you can't attack me right now. I mean, because all of this shit is nothing more than opinion based. But then again, when you actually really stop and look at it for a minute, at one point, you probably could look at it as being opinion based, but when the shit actually really took on shape and form, then it's not opinion based anymore. Everybody here, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, it's mainly, this is like really strictly towards the so-called black folks. So-called black folks, which for the most part don't know their damn colors. Because if they really knew their damn colors, then they would know right off that ain't a black motherfucker around. Matter of fact, it ain't a white motherfucker around. And the only reason why I say that is because I take shit for face. I take shit for face value. Right? Show me a black person right today. Show me a white person right today. Matter of fact, show me a yellow motherfucker or a red motherfucker right today. You can't. Oh, and being close don't count. You either what the fuck you say you are or you ain't. Me, on the other hand, I like to say that I'm goddamn Pentecost. And to actually really prove my goddamn point to y'all, watch this. I got pennies right here. Pennies right here. And for the most part, let me see. And I know I did this plenty of time, right? So look at that. That's in the middle of my goddamn forehead, right? Now, for the most part, if this light wasn't on right now, you couldn't tell the difference between me and the goddamn penny. But let so-called society identify me, right? The same society that would tell y'all that it is that so-called social media didn't come around until the goddamn internet come around, right? Call me a so-called black person, and even worse than that, call me motherfucking African American. Matter of fact, I really don't know what the fuck is worse. You call me goddamn African American, you call me goddamn Native American, or call me black. I really don't know what the fuck is worse. To be perfectly honest with you. So for the most part, how about you not don't call me black, don't call me African American, and goddamn it, don't call me motherfucking Native American, right? Call me Aborigine. I'm a descendant of the original motherfuckers of this land, what is now called North America. Because like I keep telling y'all, Africa is a goddamn continent, not a motherfucking country. So you still around here calling yourself motherfucking African American and you holler about you woke? No, motherfucker, you sleepwalking. Just like I said, everybody holler about, oh, you European. Europe, just like Africa, is nothing more than a whole bunch of countries that these motherfuckers have put together and say, hey, guess what? We gonna call this Europe. Right? But just know that Germany is a part of that. Call the motherfucker German or European if you want. See what the fuck don't happen to you. The Germans, the Swedish, the French, call them European if you want them. See what the fuck don't happen to you. And I know what a lot of y'all say, like, oh, well, that's just figure of speech. Well, motherfucker, figure of speech. Speak on how it really is. Call me what the fuck I actually am. I'm a human being first and every goddamn thing else second. It kills me when people, when motherfuckers put tags on people. And 9 times out of 10, it's the higher ups. A tag gets put on you, and then you accept the shit. But you won't know. I got it. You either won't that you accept the fact that you looking at yourself like, okay, well, I'm gonna accept the tag what these motherfuckers give me. Or it's just for the simple fact that you woke for the simple fact that I'm not going to accept the tag that these motherfuckers give me. So you know, and I know that I talked about this motherfucker once before. You know, anybody that want to sit up here and holler about, oh, I'm black, I'm so-called black, and go out and take melanin pills to darken your skin tone, that still don't change the fact of who the fuck you really are. Accept who the fuck you really are and be good with it. Now, if you actually really try to help in the cause, as far as like everybody actually really coming together and actually really looking at the situation and say, hey, guess what? This is bullshit. So let's go and actually really take down some shit. Just like the goddamn election that's gonna happen here on the 3rd or the 4th or whatever the fuck is gonna happen. Let's let these motherfuckers know, hey, guess what? Y'all full of shit. We smell y'all. And y'all smell really bad right now. But before we even do that, or before y'all do that, y'all gotta accept the fact that y'all the ones that put these motherfuckers in office. Cause y'all thought that y'all actually really thought they was gonna do y'all some good. And then you already see what the motherfucking end result is, right? You already know that the goddamn you already know that the vote don't mean worth a damn. You already know that the vote don't mean worth a damn. Well, a lot of y'all finna go vote still if you haven't already did it. So, but you know, my whole thing is this, people. It's been this way for as long as I can remember. It's been this way since I've been doing shows on Facebook. It's been this way ever since I've been doing shows on YouTube. Ain't nobody gonna put no goddamn tag on me. I know who the fuck I am. I know what the fuck I am. Right? Opinion versus straight fact. So-called good versus so-called evil. Live. Right? This is what it's all about. Put like this. The ultimate person, or I'm not going to put like this. The one thing that everybody talks about, a book was wrote about it. And then even the book is bullshit. You really want to know what the fuck is going on? Carry your ass outside. Carry your ass outside and pay attention to the goddamn creation. The creation will tell you everything that you need to know. Because even in the book that I'm talking about, it says it right there. I need no man to tell my goddamn story. Carry your ass outside and pay attention. But how many of y'all actually really do that? I'll wait. And then what's even so bad about it, you, me, everybody, we do the exact same shit what the goddamn creation does. You know why? Because we're part of the goddamn creation. For those of y'all that like to go get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut, guess what? You got a house, guess what? Either you finna cut the grass or pay somebody to cut the grass. Just like when your hair need cut, you either finna do it yourself or you finna pay somebody else. When your nails get too goddamn long, I'm talking to you females right now, the ultimate carrier of the 10 Commandments, right? When it actually really tell y'all, that shit got nailed to the cross. So every time that you cut your motherfucking fingernails and toenails, you doing away with the old law. Yeah, and I see y'all steady dropping. And he's like, oh, he talking crazy now. That's how I know who ain't trying to hear it. Who ain't actually really trying to hear the truth. Right? But when I say that, when I say it, everything that I talk about, I'm talking the truth. This is straight fact here. Yeah, oh, everybody gone now. Right? Yeah, because y'all can't come. Everybody left. Y'all can't handle what the fuck I'm actually really talking about right now. In which I got it. I got it. But what I'm saying, those y'all actually to go out there and get them bullshit ass nails or whatever, whether it's on your hands or on your feet, right? Guess what? You're supposed to cut them shits off. Because you ain't doing nothing but signifying the old law of how you used to live. Of how you used to live. That's how they used to live back in the day. But you won't go. Oh, one of y'all that came back. Okay. Well, all what I'm trying to tell y'all is that the main reason, and here's another fact, the main reason why a lot of motherfuckers why we can't get along right today. You're too busy looking at that goddamn book, right? And acting like not really going outside and paying attention to what the fuck is actually really going on. Because if you truly did, then I wouldn't be doing this goddamn show right now. I'll be talking about something else totally completely different. But here's the deal though. Here's what old Paul Harris gonna do for y'all. or this is what I want y'all to do. Everything that I've said up until this point, go back. Matter of fact, I can't even tell y'all to go Google shit because I already know that Google ain't gonna do nothing but fuck you up more than what the fuck you already fucked up. But to put it like this, if you're around the same age as me, whether you be a little bit younger or a little bit older, right? But just actually stop and think about it for a minute. Everybody always knew what the fuck was going on before goddamn internet came into existence. Because you watched the news. That was social media right there in its simplest form. So like I say, social media been around forever. Don't let these motherfuckers change them because the internet came around. And you go on YouTube or Pornhub or whatever the fuck, whatever tickles your goddamn fancy. But even then, if y'all can really stop and think about it for a minute, all of this shit which you see on the internet now is what we already had before the goddamn internet. So how you gonna sit up here and say that it's social media? I'll wait. And okay, that one, and the one person that, which again, I got it. I don't make a whole lot of sense. Or at least to y'all, I don't make a whole lot of sense. But then again, what else is new? I get it, I got it. Maybe I go out there and take a piss in the backyard, y'all, I get some more views. Right? Or go kick the neighbor's dog in the nuts. Maybe I get some more views there. But in other case, people, good versus evil, or live, opinion versus fact, what wins out and why? The bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. The bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. The bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, tell your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your pawpaw, motherfucker next door, cross the street, round the corner. Paulus Harris, aka the Medusa. Hey, disregard that shit that I'm finna do for my album now. I already did it. Till next time.